Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. Today we're going over the updated depth chart for the Phoenix Suns after trading for Mark Williams last night and drafting Kaman Malak from Duke. The Suns shocked the NBA yesterday when they traded for Mark Williams. Look, I don't think it was super shocking to see them do that, but then I think after trading for Mark Williams, going out there and drafting Kaman Malak with their 10th overall pick and getting two centers in the matter of 3-5 minutes, because the trade was announced by Shams like one or two picks before. I think it was one pick before the Suns had pick 10. And I remember thinking at pick 10, there's no way they pick Derek Queen or Kaman Malak here. It's going to maybe be a guard or a forward. And then they ended up drafting Kaman. So, but I love that for the Suns, because last year they were really bad rebounding, and really needed a big man. They needed a center. I mean, and they showed it at times. They traded Nurkic, they traded for Nick Richards, and Mason Plumlee was okay. Richards was solid, but I think rebounding wise, they really improved last night, adding in Mark Williams, who averaged 10 rebounds and 26 minutes per game last year, and 15 points per game. And then also Kaman Malak averaged almost 7 rebounds per game and like 22 minutes per game with Duke last year. And both two good shot blockers. And I think, though, you look at the Suns and you say, oh, yeah, well, they've lost Kevin Durant. One thing I look at is they've got a hell of a lot better defensively. Two good shot blockers like Mark Williams and Kaman Malak are on the team now. Dillon Brooks, as a Rockets fan, Dillon Brooks is a dog defensively. And at times, Jalen Green, who they added in as well, can play solid defense. He can play bad defense as well, but there are times where he can lock in defensively. The Suns, I think, have improved in some ways. They have gotten worse in a lot of ways. I think scoring, maybe you could say, but they've got to, they lost Kevin Durant, one huge score, and have added in about another three scorers who are really good. Jalen Green's a good scorer. He's maybe inefficient, but Mark Williams is a good scorer. Dillon Brooks can be a good scorer. So this Suns team, I still don't know the direction they were going in, because I think there are so many guys that I think that are not in the starting not in the starting lineup for the Suns that could potentially be traded. And I'll go over the guys as I go over this list. But let's go over the depth chart. At point guard, Devin Booker. Shooting guard, Jalen Green. Small forward, Dillon Brooks. Power forward, Ryan Dunn. Going into his second year, I'm excited to see what he can do. Like that is another great defensive player they have. I think that's another reason why this Suns defense, I think, honestly, I think that, you look at the defensive, for the defense for them now, you've got Ryan Dunn, you've got Dillon Brooks in the same starting lineup. That should be great defensively. Mark Williams, great rebounder. They have an elite rebounder now. Mark Williams, solid shot blocker. So that's their starting lineup. Then you look at off the bench. A lot of these guys I think could get traded. There are no guarantees. I think any of these guys off the bench stay on the team, besides Kaman Malak. All right, 6th man, Bradley Beal. 7th man, Grayson Allen. 8th man, Royce O'Neal. 9th man, Kaman Malak. 10th man, Cody Martin. 11th man, Nick Richards. And then 12th man, Iguodaro. I think the only guarantees for the Suns of those guys I just mentioned, from 6th man to 12th man, that stay on the roster, Iguodaro and Kaman Malak. There have been rumors about a Bradley Beal trade. The Suns trying to move Bradley Beal. But the problem is that Bradley Beal controls his fate in his hands. But on the other end, there have been reports about the Suns being interested in potentially trading Cody Martin or Grayson Allen or Royce O'Neal. So, and then we know Nick Richards, it just popped up on the screen, could be available in trades. He is the 3rd center on the roster now, and he's making $5 million in his last year of his contract next season, after the Suns traded for Williams and drafted Malak. But if I were the Suns, I would keep Richards. I know, you could get some value back for him, but Mark Williams has an injury history, and if he gets hurt, then the only center on the roster is a rookie, Kaman Malak. So I would keep Nick Richards. But So that is what the Suns' depth chart looks like right now. But I think there could be more trades, especially with the Suns wanting to move Bradley Beal and then having guys like Grayson Allen, Royce O'Neal who could be available. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.